Boy, oh boy, where do I even start with this video? Like, I don't even know how to start this video. I guess I can start by talking about how I found this out. Okay, so here's what happened. So, I made a video 2 days ago about the new Spider-Man Far From Home trailer, and, I talked about, Spider-Man, I talked about the different dimensions, I talked about Mysterio a little bit, Nick Fury, the elemental characters, and apparently, in the midst of all this, in the midst of me fighting almost every single commenter in my comments about this, all of a sudden, DinoThunder 14 comes in. He's like, Mike, just wait. You gotta see this. Like, look, you gotta see this. You gotta see this. And I'm like, what? What the hell are you talking about? Shows me the video. Shows me this 40-second clip. Shows me this little clip of Spider-Man and Mysterio and Nick Fury talking about the multiple dimensions a little bit more. They're elaborating more on the dimensions and who's in which dimension. So check this out. So apparently, Mysterio says that he's from Earth 833. For those of you who don't know, 833 is the home of Spider-Man UK. So yeah, that is a completely different Spider-Man from a different universe. So that's cool. So I was like, okay, maybe we might get Spider-Man UK. I don't know. But then he says this. He says, and this universe is Universe 616. Yep. He just said that. He said that. He said that. Yeah, he said that. He said that this is Earth 616 now, that the MCU is 616. Here's the problem with that. As I was having this discussion with DinoThunder here, he started telling me some things that were very interesting. Apparently, the MCU is actually supposed to be established in the Earth 19999. It's a lot of nines, okay? So, that's where the MCU is supposed to be. That's where it's supposed to be, right? That's the universe it is. So, here we got this comic book, right? That he shows me. He shows me the Spider-Gundam comics. Now, I'm not reading the Spider-Gundam comics. I think that Spider-Gundam comic can go fuck itself for all I care. I don't give a rat's ass about that comic. But no, I'm reading the comic, or I'm not reading the comic, but he's showing me these pictures of Peter, Tom Holland's Spider-Man, is in the comic. He meets the 616 Spider-Man. He meets him. So, here's the problem. It is established in the Spider-Gundam comics that they're both from different universes. And that... You see how this is contradicted as fuck now? So, not only is that bad, is that just shows as an example of how terrible John Watts is at keeping his consistencies, okay? We already saw that in Civil War, how Spider-Man had spider sense. But then after Civil War, we go to Homecoming, and he doesn't have spider sense. That was like the first inconsistent bullshit right there. The second inconsistent bullshit. When Spider-Man is fighting the, at the end of Endgame, he's fighting all the monsters. He starts killing them, right? He just starts murdering all of the creatures that are coming at him, right? Now, you can say that that's the suit. You could say whatever you want, but he's killing them, okay? He's killing them, right? So, okay, fine. He's from a different universe. That's the argument, right? Now we get to the third inconsistent bullshit here. Now, they're trying to say that the MCU is now 616. It's like John Watts, or whoever it was, apparently this clip was shown on Ellen, and whoever it was that showed this clip, John Watts literally just handed me a silver bullet. While yelling, kill me, apparently. Because that's what just happened here. John Watts was being a pal. He's like, you know what, Mike? I can't do this. Just put me out of my misery. I can't. Just finish me. Just finish me. Mortal Kombat me. Finish me. Right? So I'm like, okay, now I have the silver bullet. And the silver bullet is, now every single person's argument against me about how, it's a different universe. It's a different universe, Mike, so it's okay. Now it's not anymore. Now it's 616. But then you guys are going to say, oh, but Mike, Mysterio's lying. He's lying. He's clearly lying, whatever, right? I know that's what you guys are going to say. Here's my counter to that. Here's my counter about that. See, I thought ahead about this. I thought ahead, motherfuckers. I thought ahead of you, okay? I'm like 3 steps ahead of you, okay? I'm smart. So here's my argument or my question to that. Mysterio is a con man. I know that. I know how Mysterio is. I know that he'll lie. He'll create illusions. He'll trick you. I get that. Here's the thing. Why would Mysterio lie about... I understand why Mysterio would lie about which dimension he's from, just in case he has to, run to leave to get away from this dimension. But why would he lie about which dimension that they are in, that they are currently in? That makes no logical sense. There is no way you can counter that. Because you can't. And here's the thing. If you're a con man, your goal should be to lie as less as possible. Because if you lie too much, you're going to lie too much, you're going to trip over yourself, you're going to start mixing things up. That's how it is when you lie. When you can't keep up your lies, you start messing up, you start tripping up. Right? Now, the only other argument that people could try to come at me with and say, oh, this whole movie just isn't real. This is just a big dream or something like that, right? It's a big illusion. That is the only one you could do with me. That is the only one. Other than that, you can't tell me that now that we're in 616 now, apparently. Now it's established. Now, John Watts just retconned the whole goddamn thing again. He did it again! And you still defend him! This is why I get on his ass! I get on his ass more than I do Tom Holland's. I get on Tom Holland's ass because when people come to me and they tell me, they're like, okay, Tom, knows or didn't like some of the things in Homecoming. He's gonna do what he can to make his performance a little bit better. His performance isn't going to change unless the director wants it to change at this point. Because if it was going to be better, then Tom would actually, maybe talk to the director, maybe talk to John, maybe talk to the writer. If Tom actually cared about this character, if Tom actually went out of his way, like Ryan Reynolds. Ryan Reynolds goes out of his way. Like Ryan Reynolds, I don't care who the director is. Ryan Reynolds at that point is the star of the whole damn film. He knows what he wants with this character. He knows Deadpool. He knows this character. He knows exactly how he wants it to be. He knows exactly how it should be. That's why Ryan Reynolds is so perfect for that role. That's why he's so perfect, because he understands how it's supposed to be. He's so good at it. He gets it. Tom Holland, on the other hand, he's just here for a paycheck. He's just here to get his money, to do this role and leave. Because if he really cared, he would actually be like, hey, why the fuck would he say that this is 616 when earlier in the Marvel Universe, we have established that this is not the 616 universe. This is 19999 universe. This is not the same universe. Go read a comic book. It's obvious. It's evidence in your face. He retconned everything again. Everything again. There's no excuse. Do you also know what this means? This means I was right about everything. I'm going to pull the card now. I'm going to pull the card that everyone keeps saying I'm pulling. Oh, it's not accurate. It's 616. Guess what? Now it ain't accurate. Now it's not accurate. Now it's all wrong. It's all wrong. Everything about it. Even the Avengers movies. Even all the way back to the Iron Man movie. They're all wrong now. Because now you're trying to say this is 616. When clearly this is not. Clearly they have established this is a completely different Earth. Oh, right, because John Watts wants to retcon everything again, right? And we're still going to defend him? No. No. As you know, if anything, if this movie comes out, and if I was right, that this is 616, y'all motherfuckers owe me an apology. Y'all motherfuckers owe me an apology. Why do you owe me an apology? Because if I'm right, if now it's 616, then that means I was 100% correct with every single argument. I have won all the arguments by default. Essentially. That's why I don't even know how to feel about this. Some people, some guy was like on YouTube, he was like, oh, this is kind of cool. No, it's not. This isn't cool. This is a fucking disgrace. This is disgrace. It's like as soon as Stan Lee is 6 feet under, all of a sudden everyone at Marvel starts fucking up. What the fuck is wrong with you? Really? Why? Why? Like, again, Mysterio, I get it, he's a con artist, but he has no reason to lie about which dimension they are currently in. It just doesn't make sense to me. Why would he lie about that? Why would Mysterio lie about that? That is the problem here. That is the question. I get it. Like, if he's lying about where he's from, sure. But if he's not lying about where he's from, are we gonna get another Spider-Man in here? Are we gonna get Spider-Man UK? Are we gonna get multiple Spider-Men? Like in Spider-Verse? And the Shattered Dimensions games? And the 90s cartoon with the multiple different Spider-Man? What are we talking here, John Watts? You have 3 Spider-Man movies. What the fuck is your goal here? What is your goal here? Where is this going? It's like the first movie was about Spider-Man being Spider-Man for once. You know, instead of riding Iron Man's ass like Iron Boy, right? And the second movie is now about different dimensions and... Okay, wow. Okay, you actually surprised me for once, John. Wow, I didn't see that coming. I didn't. You know, and people make fun of me. Oh, you predict everything, Mike. Why do you keep predicting? You don't know if that's going to happen. Everything I have said up until this point has been correct. Everything I said. Everything I said about Spider-Man. Everything I said. All the things that I said about, you know... God, there's so much. There's years and years and years of me talking about this. How long has it been since I've been talking about Homecoming? It's been 2 years. It's been 2 years that I've been talking about this crap. Like, I'm not going to sit here and explain all this again, okay? The point is that I was right. And now that I'm right, if this movie comes out and this is 616 universe now and that John just retconned the whole fucking thing, you guys owe me an apology then. You do. Because this is just insane. This is asinine. Like, that means everything is incorrect. That means everything is incorrect about these movies. Everything. You know, and I'm talking to DinoThunder, you know, I'm talking about, like... We're talking about, like the MCU at this point and how it is, and he's done. Like, I'm talking to him, like, he's done. And see, that I thought I was done. You know, I was like, oh, I'm just gonna stick around, you know, pay attention to Spider-Man a little bit more and Thor. Now I'm kind of like with him, like maybe I should just opt out because this is just insane. This is too much. This is dumb. This is asinine. I can't believe this shit's happening. Really? Really? Like, he's just gonna retcon everything again? Now, let me ask you another question. What if Mysterio isn't the main villain at the end? What if Mysterio is not the main villain at the end? What if he is like a mentor type figure for him? What if he is the good guy in this version? I don't know. At this point, I don't know. Now I am confused because when you bring in time travel and you bring in multiple dimensions, now I'm confused. Now I can't follow along. You know, now everything's discombobulated and confusing, and for some reason we're on the wrong Earths. Like, I don't know. I don't know what else to say to this. Honestly, I just feel kind of... I don't want to say I feel happy. I don't feel happy about this. I feel just confused. And I guess I just confused. I just don't get it. Like, who is in charge over there? Like, who is saying to do these things? Who's writing the script? Is it Sony? Is it Marvel? It has to be Marvel. Because Marvel's the one who has... It has to be Marvel. Marvel's the one with creative control. Right? That's what the deal was? That they get creative control of Spider-Man? Marvel does? And Sony just kind of makes some of the profit off of that? I don't know. I don't know what's happening. So, let me know what you all think about this, because this is just insane at this point. I can't. I was right about everything. All your arguments toward me about Mary Jane, Michelle Jones, Ned, all the characters around Spider-Man, Spider-Man himself, when he was bit by the spider, everything is now wrong. Everything is now incorrect. Which means I'm right. Which means comic book nerds are right about all this. About the whole MCU is incorrect. Now it's all incorrect. So, that's all I have to say. This was a surprise. I didn't see this coming. I was shocked. So, let me know what you all think about this. And until then, guys, thank you for watching. I'm out of here. Up and away. See you guys.